Welcome back to the Sayin Society. You have myself, Jochik, Justman, and Jagad.
Yo.
Howdy, partner.
And this is our weekly anime and manga discussion, episode 64.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to be talking about One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then some new seasonal anime that I've started
Of course,
up.
because there's a new season of animes, and we're
Now,
going.
Winter 2024 session.
Yeah. And maybe My Hero. I don't know.
I don't know.
Stop, man. Just leave it.
He always just throws it in there. He never tells us before the episode. Episode starts, he throws it in. By the way, we're going to talk
Yo,
about My Hero.
when did that become your top 10, bro?
It's not. All right. Anyways, One Piece chapter. You guys want to talk about the anime at all or no?
I didn't watch the most recent
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Chapter 1094.
Is it?
I think so. Am I wrong? Oh, no. Sorry, not 1094. 1104. My fault. My fault. I'm like, what the hell am I saying? Yeah, 1104.
1104.
So this chapter, Jagad was wrong.
Yeah,
For
very
what?
wrong.
Bro, you were
Yeah,
wrong.
you were very wrong.
Bro,
That's okay.
Kuma punched the fucking
shit out of it, dude.
him, bro. Yeah, fuck you, Saturn.
Yeah.
Take that. That was sick.
You dummy.
That shit got me hyped, bro. You already know this manga panel's getting tatted on people, like everywhere. Like, bro, that was so sick.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
But no, yeah, that punch.
It was 2-3 weeks without a One Piece chapter, bro.
Yeah. That punch was lethal. Hockey and Cody just fucking set his ass flying, bro. It was sick.
Yeah.
See Sanji, bro?
And it's nice because we actually see. I mean, we saw hockey on his
getting
fist before, but I didn't like that they kind of just went straight back into the flashback again.
What do you mean the flashback again?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Literally with his punch, it's literally the opening panel is him winding up for his punch.
Yeah.
Then it's just like 8-10 panels of just Kuma as a kid.
No, it's not.
I'm sure. Yeah, it is, dude. Don't say no, it's not.
8-10 panels.
Yeah, 1, 2. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 panels, bro.
Okay, whatever.
We're complaining about panel
Yeah,
count.
come on, man.
Anyways.
Can I just trust me?
Sure,
I'm just
man.
pulling this shit out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro. You don't usually check it on your phone, even though you have access to it.
Yeah, so it's crazy that you're wrong.
Yeah, it's
That is
wild.
also wrong.
It's wild. It's wild. Wrong right now, right? Anyways, so Kuma punches the shit out of Saturn.
Yep.
And then we see Bonnie basically talking to Kuma how she's like,
Arigato, dad.
yeah, and we have this touching father-daughter moment, and she reverts back to her original age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Saturn gets up
Yes, he does.
and he's like,
Wait. Before he gets up,
sorry, yeah, continue.
Vegapunk's narrating this because he's like, Kuma shouldn't even be able to move.
No, he gets
Yeah.
up first, and then because Saturn says, but after he gets punched, Saturn gets up and he says, does
He's
he
not up
say
yet because everyone's still reacting. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, Gorosei just got hit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doesn't Saturn say, he says, I had implemented the self-destruct sequence, and it should have caused him to blow up or whatever.
He does say
And
that.
then
He's not up yet. I'm looking at it right here. Vegapunk starts off and he's like, what happened? I did not attach any self-destruct switch. I knew that if I helped turn you into a bomb, they would inevitably use you as a suicide weapon, but I upheld their conditions in the end. I attached a total shutdown switch to you.
Yeah.
And now that it's been thrown, you should be in a total vegetative state.
Yeah. Oh, you're using the Viz official translation?
Is this not?
Yeah, that
Okay.
is.
Without the ability to act on your own free will or even
Yeah.
carry out orders.
Yeah.
So there's no reason he should have even sprung into action. That there's no logical scientific basis for this. So he's like, is it true then? Is it the physical strength of the Buccaneer,
With
the
the
special
Buccaneers,
characteristics
yeah.
and stuff? So he talks about that first.
No, it's a power friendship.
Well, he does say that. He says
And
it's the power of love.
then
But the thing is,
and then Saturn comes up after.
But you that one point where he's like, "Yo, is it the physical characteristics, right?" He's like, "Is it that, or it's something else, right?"
Yeah, the power
Yeah.
of friendship.
Like no. He says it later on that he's like, it's love,
So-
as gimmicky. But I think there's something else to it.
He
Like
doesn't say that.
mental
Please
resilience.
He doesn't
tell
say
me
it's
there's
love.
something
He
there.
does. He
It can't
does
be
say
the
love.
power of friendship. I'm gonna
He
cry.
says love, as a joke,
he?
because Saturn asked for an explanation.
Okay,
He's like, "Oh, it's love."
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah,
but because
yeah.
here's for at one point in time they ...
Yeah.
He because like in the non-officials he says like almost like they had a different special trait to them besides their
but
physical
in the officials,
ability.
he says this. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in the official he's saying this where it's like, what is he like? What is it leading to?
Because it seems as though, based off of what the context of the chapter, that he's talking about like some sort of mental resilience or like some soul.
Something
shit.
that's beyond scientific.
Beyond physical, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
guys, it's the power of friendship that's beyond science. We've seen it in how many animes.
I know.
It's just like it's
so
the greatest power
I
ever.
know.
Just this beautiful thing
Good thing we're friends,
called
man.
love and friendship. And Oda's finally tapping into it.
And we were there all along.
We were
We've been
always
tapped in.
there.
We've been tapped in. Anyways, Saturn. He gets up from this attack.
Yeah,
And
and he's like, and,
Sanji?
Hold on, wait.
and he's like, yo,
bro.
Vegapunk, explain all this.
You know what's fucking crazy though? The fact that one punch took out his arm and took out his fucking horn.
Yeah.
You know how fucking crazy that is? One punch did that to him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's also crazy because the horn that got taken out is the left one, but the arm that got taken out is the right one.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
But also, it's not that it's... I don't know if it's crazy or if it's like... What's the material that his horn's made out of? Is it an actual horn or is it like a... You know, like a pseudo devil horn? Like it's like made out of like energy? Do you know what I mean?
But you could say that about his entire body.
I mean, I guess,
Like based
yeah.
off the
way it's coming back?
Yeah. Because like the way he regens, the way he regens in the chapter.
Yeah.
And I know like people were like saying it like you can kind of see a swirling aura kind of around him.
Yeah.
And the way it's regenning is similar to like the swirls we've seen on Devil Fruits.
Yeah.
So back to what we had been saying and I'd been saying from the beginning is that these guys are actually devils and once they die they become
maybe.
Devil Fruits or whatever. But like, you know, the community just tapping in now. You know, they're just like not even at our level. Because we had been said that.
Yo, but
like, you guys ain't, man.
And then Sanji.
Wait, hold on. But why is he regenning?
Like, how is he able to?
How is he regenning?
Yeah. Like, how is he able to regen?
He's using reverse curse technique,
No,
bro.
because, okay, relax.
You're getting your anime mixed up. The power of
Fuck.
friendship compels you.
Because the thing is, right, so far, the only person we've seen being able to regen is Marco,
Yeah.
right? You guys can correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. And
But
so,
even then, we haven't seen him lose a limb and regen a limb.
that's true.
that
He's
is-
only
that is
regen.
true.
He's only like regen like
Holes.
Yeah.
But, like,
He probably could
he
regen.
probably could regen a limb, yeah.
But this is insane level of regen.
It is. So then either, like, do you think this is a Devil Fruit ability or you think this is, like, a magic circle ability? That remember how early on he got summoned through a magic circle?
Yeah.
Like, you think it's a
Okay.
magical ability
Yo,
that
and then-
allows him for this? Because I'd assume all of them, like, what we're seeing right now, I think this, like, regen is something all the Gorosei have across the board.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
probably.
so weird because
I
like
agree.
Yeah.
the power scaling is kind of weird with this because
Yeah.
you can
It is.
when he's regenning, you can see the sound effects of like zert, which is like sound effects for lightning
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
that
is
that they're using for
Conqueror's
hockey and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if Oda's trying to go into like if you can, depending on your ability, if you can imagine yourself like whole, you can like bring yourself like if Luffy, for example,
Oh.
if he's Nika and he gets hurt and he loses his arm, but he's like
Kind of like similar with Bonnie, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, she lost
if she
the
can
image of
imagine this
Nika.
future, imagine himself normal again,
Yeah.
that they kind of snap back and they can become normal.
You know what's kind of crazy?
Because what if he
yeah.
also has that?
Remember like a couple podcasts ago, it was just like me and you on the pod, and I was like, "Yo, what if like Bonnie can tap into like a Nika future?"
Just
Is
two
that what you're
people.
saying?
Two
Yeah,
people.
I
You
had
got
said
Luffy
that.
in Gear
No,
5,
I had,
and then you
I had
have
said
her.
that. I had said that, and you're like, "No, that's too beast. Like that would never happen." And then the fucking next chapter, she like attempted to do that.
Was it that?
No,
Yeah.
I see what
think
I see what
we were talking about
Oda's
something
doing.
else though.
No,
Like
'cause
like not like giants. We're talking about like something.
like giants and stuff.
yeah,
Like, yeah. But and then I had said Nika, and then yeah.
But I see what
But-
Oda's doing.
What is he doing?
Like with this power of love and friendship, the ending, like this final battle sequence that's gonna happen, it's gonna be Saturn versus Luffy, and then Bonnie's gonna pull up, create a Nika future, and it's gonna be two Nikas versus Saturn. Calling it here, boys.
All right, you stamp that.
what's the symbolic meaning for that?
You want to stamp it?
It's just power of friendship.
You want to stamp it?
Okay, he's doubling down.
You know, how do we stamp it?
You heard it here first, buddy.
All right, that's wild.
I'm happy he's on your couch.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like the way he's regenning.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up. But the way he's regenning is kind of weird.
You were
though.
literally wrong. Just like 2 weeks ago.
That's part of theorizing.
Anyways,
I'm theorizing.
True.
Touche.
anyways, yeah, his regen. Like, what do you guys think? You guys agree with me that it's a magic thing, or you guys think it's like something they have all across the board, or because he's an Oni, he can regen?
It's you can't like
I think all the
Gorosei
above.
it's like
It's
all the above.
yeah.
Like the magic circle, we don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
We've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if he's actually an Oni or not. And it's like 100%, like everyone can see that the Gorosei, for some reason, they've lived a long time. So
Yeah.
they can be non-human.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then also it could be also a devil fruit thing
Mhm,
because of
mhm.
how Bonnie's devil fruit has changed and Luffy's. Like these concepts are kind of getting like pushed,
warped,
right? So
yeah, distorted.
yeah.
But
So like they could do the same thing with that.
so we see Saturn try to stomp on Kuma and Bonnie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hoopa.
And then the main boy,
The main character of this
Holy
anime,
fuck,
this manga, pulls up.
swag like no other.
Dude, that's what I'm
Second to
saying.
only Luffy.
It's facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Sanji.
Yes, sir.
Motherfucking Sanji
Bro,
pulls up.
kicks that shit away like nothing.
Like,
Yo, and like he's like everyone's lucky that for some reason he was getting held down by Saturn's power
facts, right?
because he was able to just kick away his foot like nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Like fodder.
yeah.
Like Zoro's.
He's Saturn level. Yeah, I mean he's not.
Yeah. Zoro wouldn't. Yeah. No.
You can never.
Nah.
You can never.
No.
It's almost laughable.
Haha.
Sanji's just the
Haha.
best.
Haha. Haha.
He's so mad.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know he was reading that shit like, no.
Yeah.
No, I was like, yo,
He's like,
I
I can't believe those are Sanji feet. Where's the Zoro feet?
Yo, no, for real, he was. He was probably hoping
No,
Zoro.
He's
but-
still
but- no,
wait.
but you could-
ZKK when?
No, no, no. It's ZKS now, right?
Zoro kills who?
Saturn.
Saturn?
You're hilarious. That was such an easy dot to
Oh,
connect.
well,
But
I didn't
I
think
guess
you were
Sanji
gonna...
fans don't see that.
I saw
We're not
it.
delusional.
Yeah, we're not delusional.
Anyways,
No, I know. I know
but
you're a little
Frankie-
mad.
No, but Frankie, he put a beam through his chest,
Through
through Saturn's chest.
Yeah.
So would you say that feat's greater than Sanji's?
No, dude, Sanji kicked it like it was nothing.
I mean, no.
bro.
I mean, depends.
Right? It
Because are we
depends.
well, we know Saturn's attack potency better than we know his durability.
Okay, sure.
Because Kuma,
Well, you're just gonna
we
stomp
don't
on
we
him.
no, but we don't know if Kuma's attack was with armor and talkie. We don't know whether that had conkers on top of it.
Right, right.
And it doesn't. We didn't see any lightning. We didn't see nothing to
Right,
showcase that.
Right. But
And that was able to destroy not only destroy an arm, but destroy a horn.
yeah. And
we've
like
never seen a-
buildings and shit.
We've never seen a punch do that. Garp hasn't done that.
What do you mean Garp hasn't done that?
You're telling me
No.
Garp has punched somebody and we've seen their arm blown off?
Bro, but Garp could easily do that. He
Again,
was destroying
could.
an island. He was
But
destroying
listen-
an
but
island,
listen-
bro.
but
So
listen.
it's not like that far off
But
for Garp to do that.
but that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that we don't know what Saturn's durability is because how easily Kuma just shred right through him.
Yeah.
His durability might not be that good, and considering that Frankie just beamed through him,
Yeah.
maybe his durability is not good.
No, I think it's
Right?
I think it's more so that like you know his legs.
Saturn's?
Yeah, Saturn's
Yeah.
legs. I think his legs and his upper body are like two different things.
Okay.
In the sense like his legs are solid and his upper body is like
Like some type of element or something.
exactly. So then like
Mm.
so to Sanji's credit, it would be it's a bigger feat.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that's where I was getting to.
Okay,
as well.
yeah. Because you know how like if you look at Buggy, right, his devil fruit, like his feet stay where they are, and then he can like fly around.
Same
I
thing.
think it's something similar in that same
Mm.
case because we haven't seen his legs get cut off or anything and seen them
Yeah.
regen, right?
And we saw
the rest
we
of
saw
his-
his arms regen.
And like because you saw the you know what I'm talking about, like the little
Yeah, the
black
cloud.
clouds?
The cloud.
yeah. So I think it's like little like Logia elements there.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's like a spirit demon,
Like we don't know
thing
Yeah.
from mythology, like something.
Right.
That's where the inspiration's from.
Yeah.
I can see it being like that, where he's
It's-
kind of like a what is it called? Not like a hologram, but like a spiritual image of somebody,
Right.
and then you can phase through it.
Yeah,
in a way,
like kind
right?
of. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like kind of like a ghost.
Yeah.
Kind of. But like what would make sense is if because he's the science Gorosei, right?
Yeah.
what would make sense is if he was part cyborg and his legs were like
The cyborg part.
cyborg part, and then his like upper body was like the
You think-
like, projection part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
Like
think
that would work. That would make sense.
would he experiment with his own body though?
Why not? I don't see why not.
It could also be possible that his experimentation might be why the Gorosei lived so long.
That's true.
Maybe,
Yeah, it
yes,
could be. That
right.
could be. That could be. And then maybe he discovered the power to regen through his experimentation.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
but like
if he was like sorry to cut you off, but I was
Yeah.
like if he was able to give Bonnie a devil fruit without giving her
Yeah.
a devil fruit,
He's
right?
got to be
that
like
means
in
that
some
means
type of
like theoretically, if there was like a regen devil fruit, right? He could somehow give all the Gorosei that same
just
ability.
extract it and
extract it
But
and
he
give it
made
all
the
them across
but
the board.
I think he said he made the fruit useless by doing that for Bonnie. When he had mentioned that he extracted it.
Right, but then the extraction factor is blood, right? It's like
Yeah,
if
but
we're assuming the same lines
Sorry.
of the Seraphim, they had like that green blood
Yeah.
pumping through them, right? So it's like as long as you have that blood and you just put portions of it in anyone, it should work. Theoretically.
but what I mean is like you wouldn't be able to put it into multiple people at the same time.
One
Is
after
the
another,
point-
no?
yeah, like
What do you mean?
because the Seraphims don't have the same powers at
They
once.
don't. That's true.
So it's like even though it's like in that blood,
Yeah.
and then they can probably like take it off and give it to somebody else as a Seraphim. With Bonnie, she would be still the only person with the Devil Fruit powers because the actual Devil Fruit would still be useless now, right?
Why? Because it's a lineage factor, right? So I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
it's in her blood. So let's say she was to donate blood to someone, they would then also get the same devil
think
powers
so?
as her. Yeah, that's the way I saw it.
Okay. Because then, like that way, it makes it seem like everyone should have access to a Devil Fruit. Or something.
Yeah. And I think that's what they're
Like
like.
something like, and that's like something way too easy to do. Like if
Well,
you're
like
if
it's
you're
not way
like if,
too easy.
like if you were to donate blood.
Yeah, but it's like obviously you have to be like there's more things. You can't just fucking just shove somebody's blood in somebody else.
I mean, but like being
Yeah.
like the same type of blood
Yeah.
type. But like I feel like that's something that wouldn't be hard for other scientists to figure out.
If they had,
Because
like,
we've
if they
seen,
got there.
well, there's Hogback,
Yeah,
there's Judge, yeah,
Caesar.
and Queen.
Yeah,
And none of these guys could figure that out.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Why?
Well,
None of them were able to get to that lineage factor stage. Like it was like
Well-
Vegapunk barely got there, and Vegapunk is.
but you said it's in their blood.
Yeah, because we see the green. That green stuff is their blood.
No,
I'm saying.
But I mean, like, in the thing where you were saying, like, if Bonnie's blood.
Right, because but the thing is, so he extracted the essence of the devil fruit and put it into Bonnie.
Yeah, so now from.
And it's
so
in
to go
Bonnie.
from like, say Bonnie has the Devil Fruit powers.
Right.
For her to help, like, give them to you now.
Yeah,
How are you making that process?
like with blood. That's what I'm saying.
So just from blood donation, like assuming as
Yeah, because
compatible.
like I'm assuming that the way they extracted it was like they put it into her like body somehow. Like how did you like?
Well, I mean, extracting from a Devil Fruit is different from extracting from a person, but it might be the same concept as how Blackbeard was able to extract from Whitebeard.
Yeah, maybe. I
It
don't know.
might be,
But like I was saying that he would like that person would be able to like share with other people. And then the reason why the other scientists were never able to get that far is because none of them were extracting from devil fruits like that until Vegapunk, who's doing the lineage factor, which is just now.
It
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
no, but it's not just now.
Like over like within the last 5 years. I don't know how like whenever the
But
Seraphim
with
project started.
Kaido guys creating their Zone Fruit army,
Yeah.
it would make sense if Queen was able to like why wouldn't Queen be able to do that?
But Queen wasn't like it was Caesar and Vegapunk. Because if okay.
Well, they made Smiles.
No. Okay,
They were able to
no,
get to
yeah.
that.
And if
Caesar's the one who made the Kaido lineage.
No, that's what I'm saying.
factor one.
If Queen was able to do that, why would Kaido need Caesar? For the
That's
smiles
true.
and everything.
For the that's
That's what I mean.
But
So
Smiles is
it's
Smiles is one step
below or
Right.
like, right? Yeah. So
because
but
they're
if-
just making
but
manufactured.
that's the
Devil
thing.
Fruits.
If Queen wasn't even at that step, then how do you think he's gonna step beyond that?
But I'm saying like Caesar was able to extract the lineage factor from
Yeah.
from the fruit, and
From the
which
fruit,
is why
kind of.
Momonosuke has the
Yeah.
the same fruit, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
And we have two of the same fruit, so then that works with the whole Bonnie being able to give to
kind
multiple
of,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But
like
yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to share it though. That's the point I was trying to get to, because they had they had to extract it from the fruit still,
Yeah.
right? Because they still don't really
Like, how
they
did he-
extracted Kaido's lineage factor,
Yeah.
not his. We don't know how they're extracting it yet.
We don't. That's the thing.
But I wouldn't say just a blood transfusion would be enough.
to be able to.
I don't think because that would
What do you think it
that'd be
is?
too like in terms of like a doctor's standpoint.
Yeah,
That'd be too easy for you to.
but
just
it's so
give
hard
powers
to get to that
somebody.
point. Like to get to
A
that
blood
point of being
Well,
able
Sanji
to.
got a blood transfusion from
That's not what
Fishman
I'm
Island,
saying.
right?
That's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying to get to the point of having someone who's like Bonnie, to create another person like Bonnie is such a feat in itself. That it's not every second person is able to do that.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
no, I don't. That's like you're
How-
confused. You're saying like to make another Bonnie.
Yeah. Because
From what?
okay, bro. This is what I'm saying. They extract the shit from the Del fruit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They put it into Bonnie,
Yeah.
right? Bonnie, they did it as a baby, and then Bonnie had these powers.
Yeah.
And then somehow the Del fruit became unable to use. So you're telling me every single scientist in the world can extract shit from the Del fruit, somehow knows how to extract it, and is somehow able to put it into a person, not a Del fruit, put it into a person. Everyone can do that? No, obviously. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying because of the circumstances,
I'm
that
saying
a blood transfusion would be like.
I'm saying a
allowed,
blood
or, like,
transfusion.
you know what I mean?
I'm saying a blood transfusion is too simple. What
Why?
I'm saying is like, because a blood transfusion still, even like say Luffy had the fruit,
Yeah.
if he was to do a blood transfusion, it would still do the same thing.
It's not the same though. He ate a devil fruit. But
So
the
you're saying,
extraction
so
is
you're
different.
saying, okay, so you're saying it's only for people that got
Exactly,
injected with it.
Yeah, and I've
So
been
like,
saying that
so
from the
like
beginning.
Momonosuke would be able to do it.
I don't even know if Momonosuke could be able to do it. I think it's specific to Bonnie, like that.
Just
Like,
because of the way Saturn did it with her.
exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
And that's what I've been saying this entire time.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear any of that.
Okay.
I heard it now though.
Okay.
I mean, the whole point of this discussion was, by the way,
Sanji's goated.
no, that they took like how they live so long.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's how we
yeah.
got it. And I was just gonna say that. I don't think they're human. I still don't think they're human.
Yeah,
Because every
we've been
time,
saying
yeah,
that.
because like in his dialogue, every time he mentions a human,
It's
he's-
weird.
He
Yeah.
says it like
Yeah,
he's
they're-
above
Like he's
them.
not them.
No, 100%.
He's not
100%.
them. Yeah.
But yes, no. So we see Frankie hit Saturn with the beam, and then Kizaru kicks the shit out of Frankie.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
So we're gonna see like a huge feat for Frankie, I guess, if he tanks this.
I hope so.
I think
I
so, too.
think they need to get some Frankie dubs.
That's what I'm saying. Like he
One.
needs hockey or he needs sea stone, and we've talked about this
Yeah.
before. Yeah, and then I guess
But Frankie's a tank, so you know he can he can handle himself in terms
Yeah.
of getting hit.
but we haven't seen, like, correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't seen much from him post time skip. Like the most damage he's taken, I guess, is against Senior Pink, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, unless does he take damage
In
against
Wano?
the in Wano against that Triceratops guy? I feel like it wasn't
I
much.
think so, but I mean, Frankie's limitations aren't really like him getting hit with shit though, right?
No, but you're saying durability, right? So
Yeah.
I was like looking at it from
okay.
a durability standpoint.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
feel like his limitations are more like in his inventions, like what he's capable of like,
yeah,
doing.
Yeah. So yeah, because we should see like a huge Frankie upgrade in Egghead.
I hope so.
Like we should.
You
right?
have
Like
to.
it makes
You kinda
sense.
have to.
It like makes perfect sense,
Yeah,
right?
Especially
But yeah,
because he's during his time skip, he found blueprints or something from a Vegapunk laboratory,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an abandoned one.
yep.
So he probably based his model of himself on Vegapunk's
yeah,
like
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever Vegapunk has in his lab, they should mesh really well with what Vegapunk's makeup is like.
you
Or
know
not
what
Vegapunk, Frankie's makeup.
You know what'd be
Yeah.
really cool if he like saw some blueprints and didn't understand them, and then he like incorporated them into his body anyways, and then now
After
like-
Vegapunk explains it to him.
he understands it and it like gives him like a power up. That'd be kind of cool,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah. Also, like, why would he still incorporate in his body? He's like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, because he's like he's like an
Yeah,
inventor. He has like that like
yeah.
curiosity bug, right? But no, yeah. So we see Kizaru and Saturn talking, and
But yeah, he's like, now that KUMA's here, we should probably end this.
yeah, and Vegapunk's like, yo, are you like you're a heartless guy, or like
Yeah, you have no heart.
you have no heart,
You're a
and
sad
then
man.
and then bro, Kizaru's like straight up like, yeah, I should have wore darker shades.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
So in the official, he's like, yes, I'm a miserable sight. I should have brought darker shades.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like he doesn't care. That's the way I read it. It was like he doesn't care. Like, yeah, I'm a miserable sight.
Really?
Yeah. Or did you see it like he's acknowledging the fact that what he's doing is wrong?
I kind of felt like for him to say he's a miserable sight, like I should have brought darker shades, is like he has like an inner turmoil,
Okay.
and he wants darker shades, so like he can't, like nobody can look him in the eye.
Like
Yeah.
Steve's expression.
Because he doesn't
Okay.
want to.
The way I
He doesn't want to
seen
like
it, yeah.
cry or like get like persuaded or anything
Okay.
like that. Like
Yeah,
he just
Okay. The way I had seen it was like, nah. He's like, yo, I'm in this.
He's
bitch
just
now.
cutthroat.
Yeah, like I'm in it now. Like I was wavering before, but I'm in it
But
now.
for him to say like, yes, I'm like why would he word it like that? Right. I feel like
like
he
it's
would've-
like like somebody throws an insult at you and you're like, yeah, I am. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah,
like,
but
it's like, it's like,
but when you say it like yeah, I am, he's saying it like he has his own inner battles and he doesn't care what like Vegapunk has to say because he needs to keep this like whatever this image of himself that he has, because Saturn's there too, right?
yeah.
And Kizaru can't really be like, oh, Vegapunk, I'm actually your friend.
No,
Yeah.
I
Right?
know. Yeah.
And like we know he has a whole history with Kuma and everyone, right?
Yeah.
So because even Sentomaru switched sides. Even Sentomaru
Okay.
was like, nah, like
Yeah,
Vegapunk's like our boy,
We're-
right? So
Yeah.
it's a big thing for Kizaru to be against all these guys.
So we're now gonna get Buster Call on Egghead Island, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Saturn's like, yo, kill Nika, kill
Yeah.
Kuma,
It's
kill
crazy.
everybody.
Everybody get him done.
And now, like, what do you guys think is gonna happen next chapter?
Well,
Blackbeard moves.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, actually.
I think
But
Blackbeard needs
it's like
to
the
move.
most likely one.
There,
I think
this is the third time they have a Buster Call on Robin for one thing.
Yo, poor
Yeah.
And
girl.
this is the second one on the Straw Hats overall.
Yeah.
Poor
Like
girl.
what, man? Like
I mean, at this point, bro, like when they first did a Buster Call, I was like, oh shit, and I was like, oh, this is
like what?
crazy.
Like Annie's lobby.
Like there's a crazy.
But Annie's yeah.
And like now I'm like,
Whatever.
it's a fucking
Hello,
Buster Call.
Yeah.
Amy.
Like
Straight.
shut up, bro.
I kind
You know
of
what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's. I think it's because of whatever they used to destroy Lelouchia. That I'm like, if they were like, yo, bring that bitch.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo,
I agree.
GG's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like now I'm like
You know-
kind of like,
People were talking about how basically the Japanese for a Buster Call
yeah,
is similar to like the Japanese for Alabasta, and it was honestly like I was just a kid, like just whatever. I just thought people were just kind of reaching a little bit,
yeah.
but they were saying, what if Alabasta was before a country that had already received a Buster Call, and that's why it's like a land of desert, and we've seen ruins in Alabasta
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And that could have been
But
from
then
the previous Buster
doesn't
Call.
it destroy the island?
I don't.
It-
well,
I don't think
I
Buster
don't think
Call
so. Though.
It does.
Destroys
the island.
It destroyed O'Hara, didn't it?
It doesn't. It nukes everything on the top
Yeah.
because it's just cannonballs and
Yeah.
shit, right? It
But
just destroys
what's-
any like sign of life on the
But you
top.
know-
But like it doesn't remove the island from existence, like whatever they did to Lelouchia.
Lucia,
Right?
yeah.
So like that's why I was like, that's a fair thing that
But
could
you know how
happen.
big Alabasta is, bro? Like
I know.
it's
I know.
massive, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that's way too big for them to be Buster Call.
I don't think they would have Buster called it either because
Yeah.
like, but considering the stuff with Cobra, maybe there would have been something before,
Mhm.
and they did it. Like if say it happened during the Void Century,
Mhm, mhm.
but like it's all just like speculation on speculation. Like,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
going from like Buster Call Alabasta. Like no,
Mhm.
I think that's kinda, that's too much.
Yeah.
But the Buster Call for Vegapunk's thing, it makes sense because it's gonna destroy all the shit that Vegapunk created.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that like
no one else has access.
nobody
to
else can like recreate it. So something
Yeah.
like the Seraphims, like it's just those
Yeah, yeah.
7 that they have,
Oh,
Yeah.
like something like that. Oh, what's up?
We forgot about the robot.
I was about to say the robot's
the
going to
last
be there. So the robot's going to play a huge portion, probably what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on, right? Because the Buster Call is probably going to disturb it even more,
100%.
right? And then we have
And
we
well,
still have Zoro fighting Lucci. That's like going
Yeah.
on.
for the longest time,
Yeah,
and
then,
they haven't shown us really anything on there.
Yeah. The other thing is though, do you guys think like Blackbeard's like? Do you think Law's going to show up here? Like
No.
Beppo like took Law and like ran, and he just happened to end up in Egghead.
Just on accident?
Yeah,
That's what
just-
we were saying.
Because remember we
Beppo's
said
so
all 3 of
dumb.
those islands are closed.
Close,
We
yeah.
were thinking. Well, I was thinking that he went to Shanks.
I was
Okay.
I was thinking Beppo's so stupid he just run to the Straw Hats on accident.
Yeah, I could see
But
that too.
I was
could
thinking
see
like
that
because
too.
they're just trying to go to the nearest island.
Yeah,
But that
There-
could
it's
and
a
all
fif-
3 of
Yeah, it's a 50-50 because
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
either be Kids Island
right,
or
right.
And Kids Island, we know Shanks was there because
Yeah.
I was. We talked about this before, but I was trying to say that having that conversation of Law and Shanks talk about Luffy, and then like if we know Luffy's gonna go to Elbaf later,
Yeah,
then that would be a really cool way for them to reconnect again.
yeah.
They can talk about all the shit that happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then because Law's whole crew is basically
Done.
like
Yeah,
not
they're
done, but
done.
like they might just be in like a permanent alliance with Luffy guys from this point.
You know
on
what I
or
think would be
something.
really cool, and I think some people just wouldn't like this though, is that if Law came to Egghead and Blackbeard took his fruit and gained immortality,
that would be wild.
just because then you have like
That's too much in play though, right?
for Blackbeard.
Just in Egghead.
Oh,
Like
in
it's like
Egghead, yeah. Well, it's an incident, right? Like, what the fuck is causing
it is
an
an
Yeah.
incident, but
you
having
know?
like I feel like Law Guys being there is like that's
It's too much. And Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Gorosei.
You think
and-
Blackbeard guys are there with Garp?
Like that would
No.
make no Garp's on Pirate
No,
Island.
but like by now, how much time's passed? Like they could have pulled up.
I'm assuming it's the same time frame because
Right.
because Blackbeard wasn't on Island then.
Yeah,
Only the Law thing happened before, and we
that's
still
true.
don't we still
We
don't
don't
know,
know timelines.
we still don't know who's on that ship
We don't.
at Egghead. We don't even
We
know if
don't.
Blackbeard's part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't.
But I can definitely see Blackbeard trying to take somebody's fruit
Yeah.
from Egghead.
Well, like
Or
for
kill
sure they'd
kill
just
the
pull up
Gorosei
on
like I
Saturn,
wanted.
right? Like, it
Saturn,
makes the most
yeah.
sense. We didn't talk about it, but like they had a panel where it was after Kuma had punched the shit out of Saturn,
Yeah.
and someone's like, "Yo, what? A slave
Yeah.
punched a celestial?" And I was
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." Like, you know, like I was like, bro,
Yeah,
like
bitch.
no, I mean, this is like that's the essence, bro.
Yeah.
The essence of One Piece right there, bro. Toppling
Yeah.
governments, overthrowing.
I got a question for you guys though.
What's up?
Who do you think wins in a fight? Kizaru or Blackbeard?
Kizaru or Blackbeard?
Because like given Kizaru's feats from what we're seeing now, like he's already back in action after fighting Luffy.
Yeah, he is.
We know he's fast. Like
And
do you
he's-
like kind of like like put some respect on his name? Like how do you think he like if he was to fight each of the Yonko, where does he land? Who can he beat? Who can he not beat? And like whatever.
Okay, I think Blackbeard is one you can't like rank that well.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
because-
given what we've seen from him right now, like from the Law fight and
Right,
whatnot.
right. Like given from the Law fight, I'm saying like if he grabs Kizaru and he takes in his Devil Fruit, hits him with a Quake as G.
Yeah.
But can
GGs.
he though? Because
He has
Cause-
he has armor hockey.
but
Yeah.
Kizaru, like we saw from Gear 4 Luffy versus Kizaru,
Yeah, he's so fast.
he's so fast
so
that Luffy
fast.
couldn't. Luffy has observational,
Yeah.
and
The future
Luffy
sight,
Luffy
yeah.
couldn't. Like he was like looking this way, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell? How did he end up all in the distance over there?"
Right,
right?
right.
So it's like,
But-
and we know Luffy's fast.
Okay,
Mhm.
Blackbeard doesn't. I don't even think Blackbeard's like half as fast as
that's
what Luffy's
fair.
at.
No, you're
right?
you're correct in that point, right? But like Blackbeard can just cover a whole area in darkness.
That's what I was thinking too.
and then he has to step into that area, and that gives him pseudo observation.
he can
as
fly.
in like
Kizaru's flying.
yeah.
lot of the
But like
time.
you know what I mean? Like you can just like create a cage of darkness. Now you have to go through this
Kinda,
cage
yeah.
to like get to him, right? It's
Yeah.
because of the properties of his Devil Fruit that he can like do these like gimmicky things that
Yeah.
Luffy can't.
But what
Do
I
you know
mean
what
is like because Kizaru can send clones of himself. He can
Yeah.
shoot
Yeah.
light rays, so he
No,
doesn't
yeah.
necessarily even have to get close up against Blackbeard.
Yeah, but
And-
that's like now you're because you're it's
Right.
the whole argument of light versus darkness. Can his light penetrate darkness?
Darkness. Yeah.
Right? Like,
But
like
Blackbeard's
what if his darkness is so
Blackbeard's
dark?
darkness isn't covering himself. All his
It
darkness
does when he gets hurt.
when he gets
covers
hurt,
himself.
so he has
That's
to
what
get
I'm
hit
saying.
first.
But like he can cover himself in darkness. There's no like rule that says he can't.
But we haven't seen it
No, that's
because if he was
true.
gonna have
That's
a darkness armor, he would have like been covered in darkness. Why would he take shit?
Well-
Why would he take shit like at face value? Take
I'm
the pain
saying
and
now,
just
like
go, right?
like who does he take an attack from recently?
Law.
Well, he's taking attacks from a lot of people. Just
But
overall.
recently, I'm saying recently.
Well, Law's the only
just
recent
Law,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the only time we've seen him
Yeah.
since. But like he was,
And, like, I
we've
think
never
Law's-
we've never once seen him cover himself in darkness. He
Because
takes the
pri-
pain
well, pri-
and then the
'cause- 'cause
darkness
prior-
heals it after
Yeah,
after the fact.
prior to that, it was like post time or pre time skip.
So
You know what I mean? So I think it's like a post time skip development.
but then why wouldn't he use it against Law?
The thing is, with
didn't do
Law,
shit
because
against
the
Law.
gamma knife it penetrates anything. It doesn't, regardless, right? It's because of the properties of that attack. I mean, that's me
mean-
assuming. I'm assuming way too much that Blackbeard
Yeah.
has any knowledge of that, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying Blackbeard when we see him at the end because he's like built up to be like the villain.
Right.
I'm talking like where we've seen Blackbeard now. He doesn't have observational. He has armor.
But his darkness, like he created a fucking spirit bomb of darkness,
yeah,
like against Ace, right when they clashed.
yeah.
So then,
But Kizaru being as fast as he is, it's
Yeah.
like it's like one of those things like a matter of time of like maybe eventually Blackbeard could hit him
yeah,
and like stop him from
Yeah.
doing anything. But what are the odds?
because
Like,
no, we haven't
how
seen,
long do you
we
think that's
haven't
gonna-
seen hockey from Kizaru, right? Like armament hockey.
No,
So we've seen armament hockey from Blackbeard, and he has
That's
the
it.
Quake fruit,
yeah.
right?
Because that's the other thing I was thinking was his Quake fruit should be able to like refract any light rays, or like Like even if it's just
It's okay if he's sending tremors through the air.
yeah,
Then yeah,
because light travels through the air.
because he's traveling. It would
and
like,
like they constantly crack the air when they're doing the quake
but
thing.
yo, okay,
Yeah.
but
So
now,
he would
now
be-
we're getting into the scientific aspect of it. It depends if light is like what is it, a ray or a wave?
It would be a ray though for at least for what we've seen in Kizaru.
Yeah, but like because light has both properties,
I know,
right?
I know.
Yeah, so then if it's a wave, then I think he would be fine. But if it's like a
A ray?
beam, a ray, then it's different.
Either way, it travels through the air though, right? Like the particles.
Yeah,
through the
no,
air.
but like the way waves move through the air, I think it would be more fine with tremors. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
Like that just makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like with water, waves, tremors go through water. And the waves through, you know what I mean?
We saw the water get sliced.
Right? Like that just makes sense
I mean,
to
no,
me.
no.
I don't know.
When you said let's get into the science of it, and he's like, it makes sense.
like
to me.
water, the wave.
Well, when we saw
Do you know what I
White,
mean? You guys know what I'm saying?
when
or
we
you don't
saw
know what I'm
Whitebeard do it
saying?
at Marineford though,
Yeah.
he cut the sea. Like the ocean was actually cut with the tremors.
That
So-
was a different move.
That's
That
still,
was the like that was
that's
when he,
that's
when he
still
tilted.
that's still his quake fruit though.
Yeah, but that was when he like tilted the fucking everything. Yeah,
That's still his quake fruit though. Like
yeah.
it's still
But
it's still
he was
cutting like
no,
through
but
things.
he had tilted, like he had tilted the earth, which then tilted the water.
and we don't and Whitebeard wasn't even using armament then.
Yeah,
So like if we have Blackbeard with armament using this, I feel like he could stop a lot of these light attacks from that. But then it's like a matter of like, can he even catch Kizaru?
I think eventually.
I mean, considering how fast Luffy, it took Luffy in Gear 5.
and Kizaru hits hard, bro. Like
Kizaru does hit hard.
because he was hitting Luffy pretty hard.
Well, he
too.
was one-shotting all the worst generation pre-time skip.
No, but like he hit Luffy pretty hard too, right?
Yeah,
And if you can hit that hard, then I think like if
and
within well,
Blackbeard
like,
gets double the pain, right?
yeah, so I'm saying within 5 attacks, if Whitebeard or Blackbeard can't catch him within 5 attacks, it's over.
Okay,
Because I think he's hitting him way too hard.
but that's crazy though. Like in terms of Yonko.
But I think he
Like-
takes out Big Mom too, though.
Okay, why?
Like
To be honest, like
Yeah.
like Big Mom when she fought Law,
and
she couldn't
and Kid,
she couldn't turn and like look at Law, because like he was just like swapping
too fast.
so fast.
Yeah,
But Law's movement there is like instantaneous, which is
Yeah.
which would be faster than Light.
yeah, theoretically, yeah,
Right?
yeah, it
So
would be faster.
After
But like the thing is, she was hitting him with armored hockey when he was like stabbing her, and she like was just taking it. You know what I mean? And I highly doubt, and you can, if you guys think differently, let me know. I highly doubt she's hitting harder than Gear 5 Luffy.
Yeah, she's not.
okay. Mm.
And like Kizaru can, because she's so big and she's not fast, he can literally just sit back.
Yeah,
and just
no,
go
I
pew,
think
pew,
I think
pew,
Kizaru
pew,
could be
pew,
her
done.
too. I
You
think
know what I mean?
I think
like
he-
literally just pew pew pew, you're done. Like, you know, it's
depend. Well, that's the thing, because her hockey was tapping out to a point where eventually Law and Kid guys could actually do damage to her.
right, but
Because at first she was just a monster and they couldn't
like
really
she was
do
tanking
anything.
everything.
Yeah.
but Kizaru,
So in that same-
Kizaru hits hard, so he literally just stand there and just go pew pew.
But
pew,
is
pew,
he
pew
hitting
for
harder
mad
than a
long.
Gamma Knife?
Gamma Knife's
'Cause he-
different. She was also getting decked by Kid too,
Yeah, but Kid couldn't really do anything.
but she was still getting
beforehand.
hit. Like she was still getting hit by that. Like it was still hurting her.
Was it? Because like I don't remember Kid actually doing anything until he does
No,
like
his-
the big cannon
Yeah,
thing
the
at
big
the
kind,
end.
like that beam of light.
Yeah,
that
but at that
beam-
point she was already like tapping out of her hockey because she's been fighting from way before.
I think like I don't know. I just think Kizaru could just stand back and just watch her and just like snipe the shit out of her and just
Probably.
continuously snipe
No,
her.
probably, I
and she
agree.
wouldn't be able to get away from him and she wouldn't be able to catch him.
Do you think he'd be able to beat Kaido though?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
You don't think he has
either.
the attack potency to hit through Kaido?
It's the thing is, bro, because okay, if we're like this is like me power scaling and shit,
Yeah.
right? If Luffy was able to keep up, Gear 5 Luffy was able to keep up with Kizaru, I think Kaido would be able to keep up with Kizaru.
Yeah.
Because Kaido was like getting the
it's
drop
not
on
keep-
Gear 5. Like he was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then in terms of speed, he could
That's
probably
true.
catch him,
That's
and then his
true.
attack potency is crazy and his durability is crazy.
Yeah,
too.
that's true. That's
like
true.
Kaido's just a different beast, man.
Yeah, that's true.
King of beasts. Sorry.
Yeah, but that conversation's kind of crazy though. That he, like, the only Yonko he wouldn't be able to really beat potentially is Kaido, Shanks,
Shanks.
and Luffy maybe.
Well, are we counting
Luffy-
Whitebeard too or no? Not Whitebeard.
I mean, yeah, sure, but like
I don't think he takes Whitebeard.
Yeah, I don't
not
think
in
he
his
takes
like at
Whitebeard.
the end of his in Marineford. Because it feels like in Marineford, like they're obviously on the
No, I don't
defensive, so
think
they
so.
weren't really trying their hardest.
No, I don't know.
But
Just-
doesn't he like I swear Whitebeard like goes like this and doesn't he shoot a beam through his arm? Is that
Kizaru does hit him.
right? He like through his arm or some
Kizaru
shit,
does
right?
hit him, but like Whitebeard doesn't fight him,
No, he does.
or like doesn't
Yeah.
hit him. Like
no, he doesn't.
because he uses his sword thing
Mm-hmm.
to cut, and then Kizaru like uses his light thing to fade through it, and he stands on top of it, and
But
then he like hits. Whitebeard.
Doesn't Whitebeard use hockey with his Quake Fruit when he hits Akainu?
I don't think so.
You're saying that
I think he
Quake?
just- I
you
think
think the
Quake,
Quake
yeah.
was just enough to just deck him like that?
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of.
I mean, because elements.
wild.
I think the elements react like that.
Do they?
I think he'd be able to, but maybe he was using hockey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that was like he was on his last legs there. So
Yeah. But like, we see the attack potency there from
Yeah.
the Quake Fruit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if Blackbeard was to use that and hit Kizaru,
Yeah, it would do.
because like,
it would do quite a bit of damage.
if it can interact with light like that,
No, and if it like reverberates through your body, like it
Yeah.
like bypasses durability in a sense.
yeah,
then
that's
it's
what I'm
fucking
thinking.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like if he does end up grabbing him and then hits him with the quake while he hasn't grabbed with
but I
darkness,
think-
that's fucking.
I think
insane.
like Kizaru has knowledge of the darkness fruit. I think
Yeah.
everyone at this point does. So again, he would just
But
kind of like
that's just so crazy. That,
stand back and snipe.
oh yeah,
You know?
but that's so crazy that like Kizaru, like from just because of speed feat, it's like nobody can really touch him.
Yeah.
I mean he's light, so it's
Yeah.
like, but it's like it's crazy because nobody's
like
nobody's really speed of light, so it's
he
like
wouldn't
for
fight.
what?
Like I think he would end up fighting like Aokiji, if in like if Blackbeard was to fight the world government or some shit. Kizaru would probably fight Aokiji or something. Or actually no, he wouldn't fight Aokiji. He'd fight Van Ogre because Van Ogre has a warp fruit. Whoever has the warp fruit. If I
No,
could be
but
wrong.
I'm just
Mm.
just like with everyone else in the verse, it's
Yeah.
like Kizaru has the attack potency and he has the speed, and it's like as much as you have, like you could be like the strongest in the verse, but if you can't touch him, you can't do shit.
Yeah, but
Right?
like yeah,
That's-
that's true.
And that's like the big issue with Gear 5 Luffy is because he couldn't catch him.
Yeah,
That like he ran out before he could even do anything to him. Like the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
attack did fuck up Kizaru, but like
yeah.
he couldn't do shit
hmm
for the long. Yeah,
But again, it's like if your observational hockey's like there, then you can.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
I would say like Luffy's observational hockey is like one of the best in the universe. Right? Like you have Shanks, you have Luffy,
Kaido.
potentially Kaido.
Kaido's as well.
Like he has, we don't really know how far his future sight is or anything.
It'd
like that.
probably be on par with Luffy's.
Yeah,
Probably.
Because they
would.
stopped
Probably.
using, yeah. 'cause
But
they
again,
stopped
like that's
using it
only
in the
that's
fight.
those are the top. These are top guys in the verse that we're talking about, right?
Yeah,
In terms of observational,
yeah.
and like Luffy's still not able to keep up with Kizaru,
Kizaru, yeah.
right? So like if you were to do like Kizaru versus Aokiji or something, like
Yeah.
would Aokiji even beat him?
I think Aokiji could like Aokiji. We've seen is more trained in hockey than
Yeah.
Kizaru and
Than the
Akainu.
others,
Yeah,
but just
because he's
from
trained
the-
by Garp.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like his like attack potency should be there, and then like he has ice too, right? So it's like I don't know.
like what?
Like I'm like I don't know. Like if
I think Kizaru would beat him though because of that.
Yeah.
It's like it's ice.
no, what I mean is like okay, again, I'm going into like the science of it again, right?
yeah.
the waves, bro.
It just
the
feel like
waves.
it. I
It's
just
the
feel like
waves, bro. Like essentially,
Because
Depending on how-
light would still pass through it.
but it would slow down
Sure.
depending on how cold
If
he is.
yeah, of course.
So then,
If he gets hit
potentially-
by ice,
no, not it. Like let's say it was like an area.
he has a wall of ice
Or-
between him and Kizaru.
Yeah, or like he has an area. Like if it's cold enough, technically his particles should
Would be
slow
slowing
down.
down.
Technically, right?
If it gets yeah.
So then that way Aokiji could catch him, you know. But again, we haven't seen anything like that from him.
From Aokiji.
Yeah. So then I'm just saying shit.
What, like creating a cold area?
Yeah.
Well,
we've
he's
seen
done Ice Age.
we've seen Ice
Yeah.
Age, but I mean like to the point where it's that.
Where it's affecting his particles, because Kizaru
Yeah.
could just be up in the air,
Oh, well, yeah.
sniping again.
yeah.
Maybe,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
Right.
it's just beads.
The Yasaka beads or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
essentially, Kizaru could fight anyone in the verse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just like that's so fucking. That's getting fucked, man. And then, well, I was just having like a conversation about hockey because it's like, it seems like Oda didn't know what to do with hockey going forward from. I want to say like from Fishman Island to like Whole Cake Island, or like just like now because once he introduced it, it was kind of like, oh, if you have hockey, like you're winning, right?
Yeah.
I was hearing something too.
Yeah. It's making a phone call.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay. Anyways.
Um,
Well, I mean, I think Garp's like attack potency is fucking crazy, and he could probably
Beat Kizaru
hit him with an attack that has a wide enough range that would just hit
and
him.
be fast enough.
Garb's pretty fast.
Kind of, but not really, because Shiryu hit him with a sword.
That wasn't that though. It's because he went to go save Kobe, man.
Yeah.
He went to go save Kobe, and it was after he got stabbed. He fucking jumped up and fucking
Oh my god.
like he blitzed Aokiji, like
I'm just
while stabbed.
No, man.
You guys
No, because that's a
dude.
very big.
That's very terrible.
That's a very big
That
garbage.
It's
was-
because
that
of
was
Kobe,
stupid.
man.
No, but you're saying you
Bro.
couldn't apply hockey to stop that blade?
Bro, we don't know if it's a black blade.
No!
You guys are all
Get
saying
out
like
of
random
here!
shit.
Get out of here!
Nah.
Nah.
Anyways, animes.
Anyways.
We're gonna talk about animes
He's like
because
after the garb disrespect.
So Solo Leveling came out, and
Yes, sir.
it is a Korean manhwa. It's fully done, and it was a popular manhwa, and it's being animated by A1 Studios, and
Mhm.
so 3 episodes have released,
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna talk about
All three.
all 3 episodes.
Sure. How was it?
It's different from the manhwa, and like, okay, I was talking to somebody, and they said, yeah, it's based in Japan.
Yeah. So they
do they
changed
show
it.
do they show it though, like in the I don't remember, I was
that's
paying
what
attention
I've
to
heard
the
that too.
episode, and I was like, where does it say it's in Japan? It doesn't though.
I've heard
No,
that,
that's
I've
what I
that
heard
too.
on Twitter.
I heard that on Twitter as
they were
well.
but like I also heard that they were changing the names of the
but
characters.
they didn't.
But they didn't.
They
Like
didn't.
they're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like the voice
Yeah,
acting
yeah.
is saying
They were
Yeah,
saying they
Sung
were saying
Jin-woo.
that they're Japanese because in the story apparently it's relevant that they're Korean
It is.
or Chinese or something.
Okay, like the world where you're from is
Yeah.
relevant. That like I don't want to spoil anything.
I know because
It's just
I was talking to
relevant.
somebody else and they were
Yeah.
saying like that if they make that one change then it kind of fucks over like something that happens
It could,
later on.
it
Yeah.
does completely. It drastically changes the story.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
unless they like substitute like whatever the Koreans were doing in the manhwa as Japanese and the Japanese are the Koreans, like they just like flip
yeah,
them.
like vice, like
Just
just
flip
flip the
them?
script.
Just because the studio's the one that's animating it.
Yeah,
they wanted
yeah.
to.
But the thing is, there was no indication
Yeah, they like
that they're in Japan.
yeah.
Oh,
so
people
far,
were just saying that.
People are just been saying that. So in none of the episodes, because I was paying attention to that, I
Okay.
was like, yo, where does it say?
Yeah,
And
because
it
I had somebody
doesn't.
tell me that, and I was like, okay,
No, and like the names are
the
all
names,
Korean.
because that's
They're
what I
all
was seeing
Korean.
too. Is like everybody was saying that they were changing the names from like Korean names to Japanese names,
Yeah,
but the guy's name's still
Mm.
Sung Jin-woo.
yeah. So
Okay.
and then another issue that people were having prior to like the release of the first episode was in the trailer you see characters get introduced.
Mhm.
Like they're shown in the trailer, but those characters don't get introduced till like 100 chapters later on, right?
Yeah,
And then
and
we
it's
saw,
only scheduled for 12 episodes.
That's
and so people were like,
crazy.
bro, they're gonna take 100 chapters, and condense it into 12 episodes, and like do some crazy shit, right?
yeah.
But we saw with the creative I guess liberties they took
Mhm.
in the first episode, they show things that did not happen in the first chapter,
yeah,
Okay.
right? So for example, like the way the first chapter starts is just with him like saying like, yo, I'm like the weakest hunter, and
Okay.
it starts with him at like the construction site.
Yeah.
Like he pulls up to the construction site and he's like, okay, like we're gonna do this dungeon, right?
Okay.
Everything prior to that was all added in,
yeah.
right?
So because
so
that doesn't take place like till like halfway through the episode, or I think second episode or something.
it's halfway through the first episode.
First
Yeah.
episode.
So all the stuff before where you see like, oh, they're on like some island fighting ants and all this crazy
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
All that shit is not
Just thrown in there.
Is just thrown
Yeah,
in
'cause
there.
it
Right?
felt like you were
So-
just thrown into like the middle of a story.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so like those characters that they show and their powers that they're showing and stuff,
Yeah.
you don't see them till way later on.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's a character that we see in the first episode. She's a girl, and she stops like these bikers or like these muggers from like stealing some girl's purse,
Okay.
and she's like they're like in a bike or whatever. She stops them, and that's like a character that we're talking about. They're like, yeah, she's introduced way later on, but she got introduced earlier on, because
Which
of,
is
like, the
kind of
creative-
okay.
Yeah, which is fine. It's
because
fine
of
the
like
way
what they
did
end
it.
up doing with that character.
Yeah,
it
it's totally
makes sense
fine.
that she's introduced in the beginning.
Yeah, like it
Okay.
makes sense. Like if
Okay.
the mono was like more planned out,
Yeah.
that character would have been introduced earlier.
Oh, I
on.
Earlier,
see.
yeah.
Do you know what I
see,
mean?
I
Than
see.
when they were
Okay.
introduced. Yeah.
So some changes are good. Some you're like,
Yeah, some of them are like, whatever.
well, it's 12
Yeah.
episodes. But do you guys think it's going down like a God of High School route?
I feel like they might just announce a part 2.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
season 2, like immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you think it'll be like more off like 90% faithful to the manga?
It's I think it's doing the opposite of God of High School. Like God of High School
Just skipped through like
was
100 chapters.
it was
everything,
putting like
yeah.
what? It was putting like what 5 chapters in one episode?
like 100. I don't know, 100 chapters. In
Yeah,
4
but they're like
episodes.
condensing a bunch of shit,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
This they're like dragging it out.
Okay.
They are. Yeah.
They're dragging like they're it's like
Okay.
maybe like 0.5.
No
Not
way.
0.5. Sorry, that's too drastic.
No
But, like,
way.
One.
It's I think it's
Sure.
less than 1.
Well,
It's about
normal
one.
seasonal are
Because
like
the
3 chapters.
first chapter, like so the first episode,
Covers basically. The first chapter covers basically like
the first two
episodes.
first 2 episodes. So they're doing like 1 chapter per like 2 episodes.
Well,
That's why I said 0.5.
Yeah.
the first chapter, depending on like the manga or whatever it is, it's usually longer. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, that is also
You,
true.
That
so
could
you
be
can't
true.
like
That
you
could be
can't
true. But
you
no,
can't
but, like,
tell the template of like
Think
how many
about
chapters
where
are
I
doing.
was saying like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
starts off. It starts
Yeah, I
off
know.
at the construction site,
I know.
and then it ends with the episode 2. Did you watch
Okay.
episode 2?
Yeah.
I didn't watch episode 2 though.
Okay, with the events that
I was like
happen.
passing out when I was watching it.
Okay, the events that transpire in episode 2 all happen in the first chapter,
Yeah.
right? So then you go into the second chapter, where the 3rd episode starts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and then it covers like
Mm.
more. So that's what I
Well,
was kind of like.
I'm interested to hear.
Yeah.
Because you've read it. I've read it. We're
Yeah.
both done.
Yeah.
You haven't read it. This is your first.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
Okay.
Damn. Why do you say that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't really like. I'm not interested in. I guess like isekais or whatever.
It's
Sorry,
not.
But it's like
isekai.
because he's just a regular person
Yeah.
doing whatever. So I'm like waiting for him to get. When does he get his like? Because you've spoiled a little bit of like Soul. Maybe not you, but people.
But don't say it for our
Sure.
viewers.
I like heard things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, when does he get his powers? Like, it doesn't look like he has any powers. Like, it's just kind of.
Yeah. Well, just you'll see.
So that's why I'm like that. I'm
You're
like,
gonna see like the.
It's like he doesn't die and then like
That,
get
that's what I
reborn
assumed. That's
into
what I
a new
assumed.
world.
I was like, he
Yeah.
probably dies, and then he's gonna get born into like the same world, and then like gets his powers or something, like something. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Nah.
So I was like, okay, whatever. But even then, like the first episode, like it didn't leave a good, like a strong impression.
I feel like it did, just because
I think that leaves you intrigued.
we don't see blood like that nowadays.
Oh no, yeah.
Or in most recent anime, other than like
But-
like Chainsaw Man, you can say.
Is
like,
blood like a determining factor of whether something's like interesting?
Well,
or
no. I thought because
it's
I
like
was
the
gonna-
creative. It's like the liberties of like the action.
not? Okay.
Like when you see it like very
like
raw
you're like maybe
that.
maybe it can go darker. is what
That's
you're
true,
saying?
but also like I thought the studio was gonna like I don't know, blur it or like
tone
tone
shit
it down,
down.
right? But it was like
Mm.
very faithful to how the manhwa was. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is sick, and I was
Mm.
like, I like seeing this, you know.
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, I think I have to give it like 5 episodes.
Like, what do you think?
Because even like Kagurabachi, for example,
Uh-huh.
the first 5 chapters weren't enough to get me. I think
yeah,
once I got to like 12 chapters, then 13,
Right.
14,
Which
15.
makes sense.
Now
when
it's like
you
I'm like
read
okay, like
or manga.
it's like there's some like an inkling of something's happening.
right.
Even like Berserk, like just recently, Berserk, I think I had to get like about 10 chapters, and those are long chapters.
Yeah,
Like the prologue,
yeah.
Yeah.
those are long, like 50-page chapters.
Yeah.
I think I had to get about like 10 to 12 in before I was like, okay, like I'm kind of interested to see what's
So-
happening.
Like, there's like an iconic scene in Soul Leveling. It like basically got memed like crazy.
I know the one. Yeah, yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's why I feel like this has to be Nisukai because of that.
Why?
'Cause I was like,
what's the scene?
you're talking about like the one where like it's like the sword, and it's like the small guy.
No.
No,
That one.
the scene I'm
The
talking
smile.
about is like a statue, and the statue smiles.
Oh,
And how do you think the smile was done?
Perfect.
I think it was done well, but I feel like the scene after where they're all bowing
yeah.
was not done well. Because you know the meme, right? Where the statue is one piece.
that's what I'm
Other
talking
two
about.
statues.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
statue.
It's a statue.
I thought it was okay.
No, it's like a giant statue.
I thought it was
and
a
the meme-
person.
and the meme has been like, oh, this
like
is
that's
one piece.
and then the smaller guys
Are
are
like
that.
bowing
Oh,
down.
I thought that was a person.
No.
Oh, it's a statue.
So it's like a statue.
Oh.
So like, I think that panel wasn't adapted well
Mm.
because you don't
Oh.
see that sort of. It's like
like
kind of
nobody's memeing that.
yeah, I don't know.
It's not good enough to meme. No, I know exactly that.
Yeah.
That happens in the second and third episode.
Second episode.
Second.
Okay,
Yeah, second episode.
that's pretty fast.
Moving on from Soul Leveling.
Wait, how did you guys feel? How did you feel about it though?
I liked it.
I liked it too. Yeah,
Okay.
I just felt like it because I've seen everything.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, like get this shit started already. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like let me.
But
You're
the-
excited
but
to
what
like the
was-
adventure. Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
he
Because
goes
I'm like,
for.
yo, let's get this shit. You
Was
know?
the animation up to par of what you would have wanted?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fine.
It's good.
Like for what we're getting, I'd say.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, like I think it's gonna obviously ramp up when it does.
it should. Yeah.
But I think it's better than like how would I explain it? I don't know. I think it's good. Like I think it's better than Shaman King Flowers.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Of course.
like speaking of Shaman King Flowers, another season of anime. 2 episodes of it came out.
That's what we got.
The Shaman King fan has not seen it.
Yeah.
No,
So basically, Shaman King Flowers is a sequel to Shaman King,
Dude, Shaman King 2021 wasn't good.
and it's
He gave up on it.
Flowers. Well, Flowers. Even the manga story was kind of like
But it did get interesting.
it was interesting.
It
but
did at one point.
It was also like it's not the same. Like it's not the same cast. So you're like
I mean, it's similar though because you. So
I don't care about
basically
Hana, though.
the first. So
like
Hana's the main
Hana's
character.
like a fucking he's like a Boruto in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the way that he
yeah,
he
okay.
bitches about shit, and you're like, bro,
But he's more like
he's better than Boruto.
He's better.
He's better than Boruto, but in that same sense where you're like, because Yo is just such a like goated MC.
But it's different, right? Like if we were to like, he's like the polar opposite of Yo's character.
kind of
Like yeah,
sure.
because Yo's character's like so laid back and like doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck about anything. Hana's like I care
Yeah.
about so many things, right? And he's basically like, he's sensitive about Yo because he's like, this guy abandoned me, and he's like, I'm gonna be the one to fucking kill this dude.
But that's what I'm
Right?
saying. Like it's like Boruto. Like he's like mad. He's like chapped out Naruto for being Hokage.
Yeah.
So he's like being this angsty fucking kid. But and it's like Yo wasn't even Shaman King.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
he's in that like spirit.
yeah.
Realm,
and he's
right?
like he's fighting for his like life, like for the world.
yeah.
Right.
But like Hana gets Amidamaru, and he gets Yo's like sword. Like
It gets passed down.
it gets passed down to him, right? So in like the first episode, you just see him fight the other Asakura family,
Yeah.
and like they get rolled by him, and then you see like
That was also weird to me because I was
Why?
like, where did these like other families come from?
that's what, but they address it, and they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're just so underground, and they came out of nowhere
Yeah,
because
which is
they're
why I thought it
ass.
was that's
scared.
Because they're ass.
but that's why I thought it was like so random
Yeah.
because like Yo guys is like throughout all Shaman King they were the only family.
they were,
Yeah.
they were, yeah.
Right, and then this family just comes out of nowhere,
yeah.
and they're like trying to like claim like his life. They're like fight. I don't know. They're beefing him because they're like we're the rightful ones or some
Well,
shit.
because they're like,
And you're like, where
they're
did these
from
come from?
They're from
like,
House side, right? And they're like, yo, like fuck the main branch. The side branch is real, you know. Like
yeah.
it's
But that's weird
it's
too.
on some like
house side because
on some like
'cause
Yo's
Yo's-
shit.
but that's the thing. Like Yo and How are twin brothers.
Yeah.
How didn't even
They would be the
reincarnate.
same.
How didn't even reincarnate as an the previous incarnation of him was with Silva,
Yeah,
right?
that was
and
he
then
wasn't
it-
Asakura, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm
And-
saying. Like,
yeah,
where is this
yeah.
branch? And that's from 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Then you go another 500, like 1,000 years
yeah.
ago.
So then it would have been from
so
then.
so then you're like, where the fuck did this branch come from? Where like
No, that's true.
they weren't even there to help Hal when he was actually there.
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
like,
that's
right?
true.
Yeah. So like the first episode, you see him use his oversoul in like the sword, and it
Yeah.
like becomes the shield, and he decks the dude like in
Yeah.
like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
And then he's like hilarious because he wanted to test how strong he was.
yeah,
And then he's like, oh shit, I thought this guy was way stronger, and he thought he like killed him.
yeah,
And he's like tripping out. He's like, yo, I need to fucking take this guy to the hospital. Like, yo, what the fuck,
yeah.
right? And then in the second episode, that dude's sister
Yeah,
is like,
she
yo,
pulls
we're
up.
gonna get revenge. And
Yeah.
then
They pull up in like a carriage, right, or
It-
something.
that's her oversoul. Her
Okay.
oversoul's a carriage.
The carriage, yeah,
Yeah, and they both like team up against him with the like such a lame oversoul.
yeah.
Like it's a carriage that turns into like two legs
Okay.
with like a sword on the top.
So what does she do with it?
Huh? It's like because the guy's was like a sword, like a giant like sword spear,
yeah.
and it like merges and then it like jumps up and it's like gonna
Nosedive and
nosedive
just hit him.
and hit him. Yeah, but then
That's what I was saying. Like this is like something that shouldn't have been made hype. Because it's like when
Yeah.
when you have Shaman King as like this epic thing between Hao and Yo, and you're trying to like you're trying to figure out who this villain is, right? Like they introduce Hao like within like the first couple of chapters,
Mhm.
and you're like, damn, what the fuck? Like who's this guy and how? And then as like you're peeping it, you're seeing like similarities between them, and you're
Right.
like, oh, like what could this mean? And then you actually have issues.
Yeah,
Whereas this is like the Shaman King fight happens every 500 years.
yeah.
So there's this is Yo's kid. So there's no Shaman King fight.
But see,
Yeah.
that's
So
the
this is
weird thing.
this is just like this
That's
is just
true.
a
That's
random
true.
like
That's true.
shaman guys are just some random shamans are like yo
Yeah.
fuck
Just beefing.
fuck Hana.
Yeah,
like,
no,
let's just fight
because
him.
Ryu
There's no,
is
like-
also in the story.
Yeah, but there's
he's
like there's
there.
like no like the world's not at stake. Like the stakes are
No,
completely
That's true.
not there.
That's true. You also see Silva's daughter
Okay.
in the episode, and she's apparently Yo's fiance, or not Yo's, Hannah's fiance,
Okay.
and she's also
Yeah.
Anna's apprentice.
Prodigy.
Protege. Yeah. And that's the end of the
Yeah,
episode.
because I'm like
Yeah.
like you still have Yo, Ren and like anyone who's in the Shaman King before,
Yeah.
they're kind of like grown up now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know they're strong. So if there was any like if there was an event that was actually like, okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
like destroy the world, they're gonna be the first ones to pull up.
That's true.
So it's like the story with Hannah is just kind of
Weird.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
But-
Speaking.
hold on.
Wait, go ahead.
So you're speaking of irrelevant. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna what talk about another no.
I was gonna talk about.
So the creator of Shaman King,
Yeah.
he actually released recently. There was like a anime convention or something.
Right.
He released that they're doing like a Shaman King Kai.
Oh, like a better version.
I don't know what that
A
means.
third attempt.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know what Shaman King Kai means exactly
Yeah.
because like the 2021 was technically like
Kai.
the Kai version
yeah.
of what the original was,
Yeah.
and we're just assuming Kai means like how it was for Dragon Ball Z Kai. It could mean
Yeah,
so many things because like
That's true.
it could either mean like he wants to do the Shaman King like original anime adaptation,
Yeah.
but he wants to do it like in that sense of like the pacing and everything,
Mhm.
and then have the original ending on top of that. Or maybe like he wants to focus on the ending that the anime had
Right.
and not do what he added on later because Shaman King got canceled and he
I
had
see.
to add on like
yeah. All that
the
stuff.
whole like lost
Yeah.
continent of Mu and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do all that shit later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's like you don't actually know what Kai means in that
Mhm,
sense.
mhm.
And like there's no way they just redo the 2020. Maybe they want to redo the 2021 one because like that one's just pictures, like colored pictures and like
yeah.
moving, like some couple moving frames. Like you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah. So moving on,
Yes, sir.
I'm
What
gonna
you
just
talk about?
quickly touch on.
Yeah. Do
My
it.
No,
Just
you're
do
not.
it. Just rip the band-aid
hero.
off.
No, you're not.
Just rip the band-aid off.
So
I'm walking away.
why?
Do
I don't hear about
I
this.
dare you.
Why do you want to hear about
I
this?
mean, yo, it's me quick. Don't
Bro,
worry.
we heard it was coughing baby versus Nuke
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah, and that happened. That happened.
No, but like that.
And then
that's
now, now finally Deku versus Shigaraki, and essentially
why are you even entertaining this?
this entire this fight's starting to actually happen. The art style's been crazy. Like
Of
can't knock
course.
the art,
No,
right?
he does good with the art.
Essentially, like Deku comes to the realization that he needs to give up his quirks to be able to save Shigaraki. And
Bro,
remember, we had been saying that
We've
he's gonna
been
lose his
said that,
powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically it.
Fantastic.
All right, Jujutsu
Something we
Kaisen.
called like years ago.
Yeah. So Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 248, I think.
I think so.
Sure.
All right.
I'll
So
pull it up.
we have
Last week, but or like 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
2 weeks ago. You guys said that like the sword
Yeah.
that it was his technique.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a condition of his domain.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
you have to like get somebody in the
yeah,
domain for the sword to activate afterwards.
Yeah.
So the sword doesn't go through. It doesn't
It
hit.
just he just dies.
He just dies.
dies out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we kind of get this monologue from Sukuna.
Man, hold
Well-
on. But that's such a cuck from Gage.
That classic Gage.
Like
Yeah.
he just always does. He's just
Alright,
always
she-
doing
Sukuna
that shit.
always-
She. Yeah. She got revealed.
It got like
I don't know.
it got
Yeah.
like
Happened
pseudo.
at my-
It got like pseudo or like no, I don't know. It's not 100%, but it basically one of the like manga covers or like manga drawings at the end.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was Maki,
Yeah.
but it was actually Gage drawing herself. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But even before that,
Yeah.
they realized that Mei's brother is the one that's teleporting him out,
Right.
and that like they
Right.
teleported Gojo's body
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So then,
What are they planning with it?
what are they? Why?
Bringing him back?
Yeah. Why
Nah.
are they taking the dead bodies back?
They better not
shouldn't.
bring him
They shouldn't
back.
bring him back.
But like, why are they taking the dead bodies back?
Well, for one, it could be so Kenjaku doesn't do some shit.
That's true.
Or
It's like a assurance in that way.
what if like because if Yuji can body hop, just body hop in
Yeah.
Gojo's body
In
Fuck
his
it, dude.
corpse.
into his corpse? Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's
But
kind of
sick.
gross.
But
Fuck
Sukuna,
it, dude.
But
but Sukuna also hits Yuji with a slash again.
Yeah.
And this time we see why like Yuji's not murked out from like the last hit.
Yeah.
And that's because he learned reverse curse technique in a
which
month.
is sick.
we're assuming
No, well,
It-
based off
because
Sukuna.
it's based off his assessment. But
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe he just that's like another like pump fake.
Into what?
to what?
Because like you know how later on he talks about how he doesn't know about that girl that pumped up Gojo's first hollow purple, right? For her
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
right? And with her pumping up somebody's healing,
Yeah.
it makes sense why like somebody's healing like a lot faster. And cause that was also something that
Oh.
like Sukuna
What?
had never thought of, right?
So
What do you
think
mean?
you think
He still has reverse curse technique then.
Yeah, he still has it.
But what if the attack just wasn't that effective on Yuji
Like his body?
because of something else?
But we saw him
'Cause-
heal.
Yeah. Because
His whole body from here should have been like gone.
Yeah.
And you see it, his skin's back like normal. The shirt's shredded, but like his skin, like.
Okay, never mind.
Anyways, continuing on from there. Sukuna basically
I thought they were pump faking again.
has an inner monologue, right?
Yeah.
Dialogue where he's like talking
He
about
completely spaces out.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
talking about how like basically he's been doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Well, because he's irritated too.
Yeah, and he's like, why? He's like wondering why he's irritated, and he's like, he does whatever he wants to do, and it's like ideals mean nothing in front of him because they were never like strong enough to like matter essentially.
Yeah.
And I like that we got the panel with Jogo again.
Yeah.
It just felt so
Yeah,
nice, especially just reeling from the season 2 ending.
That's true.
That was good.
And then so he realizes that like Yuji's a person who's like has the ideals that can allow for him
Yeah.
to get strong enough to like face off against Sukuna. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't. He
He
was.
wasn't paying attention. Okay. Basically, he was like, "Yo, Yuji has the ideals to like come up to my level."
This takes all my brain cells to do.
You still didn't hear me again. Right?
Yeah. You're saying that
It's all
Sukuna
good,
sees
bro.
Yuji as somebody who could come up to his level.
Yeah.
But based only off of ideals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay, word.
I got
He
you.
wants Yuji to be like Yuji. He thinks that Yuji wants to be completely unbreakable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we talked about it before that like this whole time he's been saying Yuji's irrelevant,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now
But
he's gonna get hit with.
He has shown like throughout the entire season, series, that he has been unbreakable. Like
Yeah.
shit's been
Hitting
done
him.
to him that should have broke him.
Yeah,
and he's
he gets back
unbreakable,
up
bro.
and
But also, like, and also like Sukuna, like, it's not like a shiny object. He's not a shiny object for him. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't care about
He's
him
not
because he's got like
interested.
nothing.
Yeah.
But then he's rattled because like, now that he's learned reverse curse technique, he's kind of
Yeah.
like,
And
let
what
me see
else has
let
he
me see what
learned
he's
or
about now.
something, Yeah.
But he also says like he's like, "Yo, am I sad that one sorcerer died?"
Because he expected more from him.
You think he was talking about Higgy?
Higgy, yeah, that's what I thought
I
too.
guess, yeah.
Because he was hoping that Higgy would like
do more.
answer his call
Yeah.
and he'd get some type of fight to revel in.
So then, we see the culling games change, and I guess Sukuna gets like a little.
He gets the new power guy.
No, he gets like something and eats it.
Yeah,
Right,
he
like
does.
something appears
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he eats it. It's like a curse
It's
technique or
his
some
There-
shit.
It's
there
his
was a-
backup plan, no?
There was a rule that was added to
In
give
the case Kenjaku died,
to give Sukuna the merging, like,
which means
Whatever.
it kind of confirms that Kenjaku's dead.
Yeah.
Kind of,
I guess
It could,
Yeah.
but
like, presumably.
you never know.
presumably.
But you never
Yeah.
know. I think he is dead.
I don't think he is.
I wouldn't want him to come back
I don't think he's dead.
because like
That would be a wild death, bro.
I think that was the only way to kill him off.
Was to just catch him off guard like
I
that.
see what you're saying.
Because
but-
like he's so calculating. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say calculable.
He's so
He's so calculating.
he's such a calculator.
yeah. He's so calculating.
Mathematics.
It's like that was like literally the only way to catch him off guard.
Yeah.
Right. So that made sense to me, and also just having that significance of Yuta being the one killing him,
Yeah.
with also having back to chapter 0 having Yuta fight.
Yeah.
That all
Yeah,
just
no,
makes sense
it
to
does,
me.
it
Like,
does.
it's just
So then
why would you bring him back? Like they already have so much shit to handle.
So then Sukuna's like basically, I'm gonna kill everyone here, and then I'm
And
gonna
then still do everything.
merge everyone, and then I'm gonna
Fight whatever
fight
emerges.
Tengen.
Yeah.
the
and
new
then-
Tengen, yeah.
And then who pulls up? Somebody pulls up. I can't remember.
Yuta.
Judah.
Baby.
Yuta pulls up. Yuta
Yeah.
pulls up, bro.
That's not
My
that
fucking
entrance that we were
guy.
asking for. Last time this guy said something like big girthy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This guy's
I'm
like,
sorry.
yo.
I thought I genuinely thought you forgot. I was like,
You're
I was
hilarious,
like, bro, I
man.
can't believe you.
Yo,
bro.
last time you gave a massive entrance.
Yeah.
To this guy.
Yeah. You're like, yo, how you not remember my boy?
Yeah, I was
That's my
shook. I was like,
guy.
you're lying to me right now. Like,
Yeah, so Yuta pulls up, and he pulls up
Nigga's sick.
fucking swinging with Rika.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Instant. Yo,
Sukuna
this is about to be a nice
says-
fight,
It is,
man.
and Sukuna says "Hello, Queen" or whatever.
Yeah, Queen of
Because they
Curses.
call her the Queen of Curses.
It's the King of Curses, the Queen of
Queen
Curses.
of Curses. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Queen of Curses I thought was only an epitaph that she had
Before.
before
In chapter 0.
Yeah, chapter 0. But I guess it's crazy that he's calling her that though.
Yeah, because he knows about it.
Like, how does Sukuna know about that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unless Yuji's like and Yuta have had a conversation
Well,
No.
like
well,
in that 1 month.
No. The one
Well,
month he
they-
was with Urme. Urme could have been like, oh, yeah, watch out for. This-
Mm,
this-
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
this Ningen.
I'm completely. But no, they did spend
Oh no,
a
wait,
decent bit of
but
time with the
maybe
fire.
Megumi has seen.
Or the Megumi.
Well,
Megumi maybe seen it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Megumi, because he knows Yuta
He's-
way better.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah,
He does.
Yeah, and he gets memories of.
Yeah.
Well, even during like the Yuji execution,
Makes
once
sense.
like Yuta and
Yep.
Yuji were kind of okay. Good job.
Okay, continue.
Okay, why are you mad that he figured it out?
Well, I was saying because there's also
Like, why are you mad?
I'm
That
not
he
mad.
why are you mad?
No, I'm not.
Why are you projecting?
I'm saying there's also another possibility. Yuji and Yuta could have had a conversation
Possibly.
after the
arc,
execution.
possibly.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, it just makes very much like more sense that it's Megumi because
Yeah, yeah.
Megumi
Because-
already had so much respect for Yuta. Why does he have respect for Yuta? He obviously knows him well
Yeah.
enough to have respect for him.
But yeah, the way he came in,
Sure.
like Rika came in like this, and Sukuna was like.
Yeah.
So I think we're about to get like a pretty sick fight.
I think now
Domain. Give me that
Yuta's
domain.
Oh,
domain.
you
I know.
Give me the
yeah,
fucking
I
domain,
wish.
bro.
I wish.
I want to see it.
It'll be and because Sukuna can't do his domain, so it'll be nice to see.
Well, what if he does
He'll be
Yusu's
actually
Megumi's?
Suk-
He can do
Huh?
simple domain.
What if he does Megumi's domain?
Maybe.
Yeah, and he can do simple domain, so
Maybe.
he can still avoid whatever's
That'd be
going
sick,
on.
though.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I hope we better get it. That should be the only reason to have him come back so quick and just fight Sukuna like off rip.
Mm.
I don't know how far Kenjaku was from where Sukuna is.
But when you
Yeah.
consider how quickly that like Kogane like added the new rule,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that means that it might
was-
have been
it was,
pretty
like,
much
instantly.
instantaneous
Yeah.
that Yuta
Yeah.
pulled back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is so fast. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But if he
That's
was,
true.
because he's able to like have a basically, a collection of curse techniques. What if he can like fly or teleport? Right? Because he could have taken.
Yeah, he
I've been
could've.
saying that he has Gojo's.
Meimei's brothers.
Okay, or that.
Or that, yeah.
Or that.
probably.
He
But I
just
was saying like
teleport like
he probably does have like a pseudo Gojo.
Gojo thing. I think Gojo's would be more too much of a strain, and Meimei's brothers just makes more sense.
I still want to for
yeah,
that
no,
for
it
that
definitely
specific,
does.
for that
Yeah, it
specific
does.
movement,
Yeah,
it makes more sense.
It makes more sense.
But I still want to see him pull out Gojo's technique while he's fighting Sukuna.
yeah, okay.
I want
Throws
to
a
see how it
hollow
goes.
purple at him.
Yeah, yo, actually, like, I wanted.
Well, I mean, because at this point, do you guys think?
I think Sukuna's gonna die.
You think? What is it? Yuta and Sukuna have the same amount of cursed energy at this point,
Potentially.
or you think Sukuna's back to back to close to max?
Because
Because Sukuna had quadruple Gojo.
Sukuna had double.
Yuta,
double Yutas.
yeah,
I
and
think he had double
Yuta had
Yutas.
double Gojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's at half, then they'd be at the same. But if he's not, then
I would probably put him at half because I think after Gojo had fought him, we put
we
him to 3/4.
But then we don't know what that
The
cursed
ball thing did.
tool did. That gave him
Yeah.
his original form. So then, if that restored him to back to OG, then I guess it's.
That would
You
be
think
OP.
they
I
you
don't
think
know.
they
I don't
have
think
something like
so.
that where you can just ingest it? It's like a
No.
senzu bean.
He
No.
didn't ingest it. He
Like,
just kind of like I don't know. He like stabbed himself, right? He did, right? It was like weird. I don't know.
I thought he ate it.
So no, he didn't
No,
eat
he
it.
didn't
He
eat
like
it.
stabbed himself, and then Higgy took it away.
Yeah, he stole that shit.
Yeah.
No, he ate it.
No, it's gone.
He put it into his mouth.
That's not what we're
That's
talking
not
about.
what we're
Oh,
talking
what the
about.
wait.
We're talking about the curse tool that he used to get his.
Oh, you're talking about
form.
that. You're talking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
about
what you said.
Yeah, that's exactly
Not
what
2
I said.
minutes ago.
I know.
No,
but
I
we've
thought-
already established he doesn't listen to me. When I
no, I thought
like go back to the One Piece
I
conversation.
thought we were talking about the thing that he ate. I thought we were talking about the thing that he ate. Though.
I've been very clear this
My
entire
bad.
time.
My bad. Yeah, okay, but I thought we were talking about this. So this is what I thought you were talking about is like the curse tool thing.
All right.
Okay, but what do you think that is then?
Huh?
That
What do you
was
think that
that was the ability to start the merger.
Yeah, that was him
Okay.
giving him that.
Just that?
Because do we have?
But
we seen-
how is he able to? How is Kenjaku able to?
It was
based off of a
conditions.
rule, it
It
was
was
a condition.
conditions, bro. of
No,
the
but
culling
what I
game.
mean is like how is he able to get like how is he able to just give him like command over?
It
like,
was
like a-
probably,
you know what I mean?
bro. No, this is probably what it was. It was probably like,
it's a cursed
if I
object, it's
die,
just-
the person with the most cursed energy in culling in the culling game gets this, and Sukuna would have the most cursed energy.
No, I feel like he probably would just
Or-
apply to straight up.
I think he'd
Sukuna.
have to just straight up say Sukuna.
Sukuna, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because who's left on his side if he dies? It's just Sukuna. Everyone else is
Sukuna Urme. That's it.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's not gonna give it to Urame. Like,
That's true.
better chances Urame dies before Sukuna dies. 'cause-
Urame's still fighting
Right?
Hikari.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see that fight. I think that's what we're
Okay.
gonna get. Next
Yeah.
chapter is gonna be that fight.
What? Urame versus Hikari?
Yeah, we're not getting.
Mm.
Yuta.
Yeah,
They're
he's
gonna
gonna jump.
Takasugi.
100%.
Yeah,
He's gonna
I
take
agree,
this
I
again.
agree
We're not
with
getting
that.
Yuta.
He always does it.
She.
Fuck.
Yeah, she always does.
That's not my fault that she kept her.
Identity.
Identity. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Anyways, on that.
All
note,
right, boys. That's all that we got for y'all. If you guys have read the chapters, watched the episodes, let us know what you guys have thought. Any theories, anything like that. If we've said anything that you guys want to add on to, drop it in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, hit the likes.
Yup.
And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
See you guys.
Peace. Jujutsu Kaisen on break, by the way.